Gotta check everything. Looks like I'm live on every platform. YouTube looks like it is now streaming as well. Cool. All right. Boom. Recently, we've been having an issue with, restreaming, setting up for thumbnails, setting up for clips. These are all things I do at the same time, but there have been some changes in the way OBS works, and so I cannot stream and film across multiple instances of OBS. So we're testing a workaround today. Today, I am live using a service. Well, I will not plug because they don't pay me, and I'm testing it, so I don't know if it's good or not. But I'm using a service to stream to multiple platforms instead of using OBS. And to boot, all of the chat should ideally condense into one little window. So I should get Kick chat, Twitch chat, YouTube chat, and Facebook for like the 2 people I know on Facebook. So that chat, hopefully it's working out. I'll give it a shot. Probably by myself. I'll just send myself a bunch of messages and talk to myself. As long as I don't respond to myself, I think we're okay. Right? I think that's like, right? That's like the, right? My camera's not straight. That's going to bug the crap out of me. But whatever. We're at an angle now. We're the Leaning Tower of Lesage right now. Okay? We're good. So, today. Hey, thanks, Tink. Yeah, it works. The chat works across 4 channels. That's awesome. So thanks for checking that thing. I did see your DM. I have not opened it yet. I will probably do that this stream after I figure out how to not make this camera just like at a diagonal. This is driving me nuts. Ooh, baby s'mores. That sounds delicious. How's that? That's better. That's a little bit better. Still at an angle, but oh god, it's gonna drive me nuts. This is why we do these things before I actually make real content. All right. Sweet. Boom. Look at that. It's amazing what happens when you make a camera straight. All right. Could zoom in a little bit more now. There we go. I love it. I love having a camera that has enough resolution to zoom in without cropping in. All right? It's the wonderful thing. How do you make baby s'mores? What's the difference between that and normal s'mores? Oh, snap. I can watch this on different channels, too. I can, like, set up, like, I want to watch it with this one. I want to watch it with that one. This is really cool. I was really to do this because it's a paid service. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. It's like clean across multiple channels. I can open multiple channels. I don't think I have Kick open, but it seems like I am streaming live to Kick right now. I can even stream live to Discord. Am I even on Kick? Cool. No. I'm just not on Kick. I don't even know. I've never actually used the platform other than to create a platform or create a profile. So this is cool. We're live everywhere. So thanks for tuning in. Yeah, but how do you make baby s'mores, Tank? Because now you got me curious. Recommended 2. No, I want keyframe interval at 1 second. Thank you. Because that's how we make clips that are accurate. Nice. Okay. 16,000 bit rate. Tittygrams and mini marshmallows and Hershey bar squares. I put the marshmallows on a toothpick. Set them on fire with the torch. Dang. Teddygrams, that's a smart idea. That's a really smart idea. Nice. Okay. I want to test if I can clip this. Just get a second for the hotkeys here. I got a couple different things that I made to make the video editing smooth. I had to reformat. So my old workflow that was like stupid fast and efficient has kind of gotten a little sabotaged, but it's all right. Remaking it is a good thing because the code base was a mess. So if I do this, that, or the other thing, and then the volume went to this. Interesting that the replay buffer stopped. Interesting. Okay. Let's check that. Say save replay buffer. Okay, okay. I invented it this year and it's awesome. It sounds like a legit idea. That sounds great. This change to the React thing is fast. All right. But I think I have clips. Let's just let's test something right here. We'll throw something up on the other one, and we'll put it here. We need to have desktop audio, and I need to be you know, on. There we go. Let's get an actual video here. Some preview, some spoiler alerts of what we're gonna work on coming up. All right, take me to church. So this one is a bunch of recommendations from folks. What do you need, 561? I should probably put this chat up on the stream, but I'm not until the moderation stuff is figured out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What do you need? Music. 561 music. And I have like 500. I'm 500% confident that I made a song really now figure out if the melody is good or not. Okay, I swore I was really confident when you said, could I help with something? And I said, yeah. I thought you were going to respond with these nuts. I'm not going to lie. I thought that's what I was in for. What's the song? I don't know if I allow links on Twitch chat for the obvious reasons, but listen, dude, if you had a D's nuts, you would have got him. That would have been actually. I'm glad it wasn't that, but I don't know what that word is. I have to check out Twitch here, see what's going on there. So, boom, this is so cool. All right, I'll say the service out loud. Restream.io. It's like $20 a month, and everyone's trying to restream right now, and it's like not a good experience. But it's really good. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. What's the name or the do you have it on YouTube? 561. Where's it at? Because we'll take a look at it for sure. I wish the latency were lower too. It'd be nice to have. I miss Mixer. I say it like every stream, but Mixer was real time, basically real time. I mean, like less than a second. I would say something, and then people would be able to respond. I sent you in the whisper. Is that the whisper on Twitch? Is that a thing that exists? We're about to find out. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Let's mute the desktop audio. All right, it is muted. Good, good, good. Let's keep it muted. All right. Yeah. All right. put a lot of work into this one. I can already tell just by the intro. So, let's do... I like this angle better. No, because we actually have, there we go. This one I like. Let me change the text real quick. It's 561 music, TV. And then, what's the name of the track? Apex Temptations. All right. All right. Not that one. So what I like about this one is this one? No. This is the one. Okay. So if this works still, it'll be like this. Yeah. Little waveform. All right.
I don't wanna waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb. Every day I feel like I might die. Yeah, Satan's on a mission, he gon' try.
So the rhythm is not spot on. I like the melody, but here's the thing with fucking recording, and I run into this all the time. It's so hard to have everything super, super clear and on the beat. I think the melody is good. I think it needs to be in time. So if, let's take a look at that and I'll get specific. Because you set yourself up with actually a pretty interesting rhythm.
I don't wanna waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb. Every day I feel like I might die.
See how feel, just like where the F hits there?
I don't wanna waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb. Every day I feel like I might die.
So that you have a really, really interesting rhythm set, like da dee dee da 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 da. You have a triplet in there. It's a really cool hook. Dum 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 dum. Right? So you have this really slick rhythm. And it allows for, I think, some really cool stuff that you can do with the consonants. Because, you know, this style of music is so heavily based on rhythm. I really like the hook.
I don't wanna waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb. Every day I feel like I might die.
So I think what might be, this is really cool, this part, but I think it might be what's throwing you off on time. You do this, but I kind of like it.
Waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb.
That sort of hyperventilating thing. I think, honestly, I think keep that. Because, like, Michael Jackson would do stuff like that, right? Right? Just these, like, weird things to insert, like, but it worked, you know? Or, like, really well. So I think keep that. Yeah, but definitely that, just the consonants need to be on time. I think this is
I feel like I might die. Yeah, Satan's on a mission, he gon' try. Temptations leading into sin. I don't wanna lose this fight again. This fight again, and I don't wanna lose my mind again. Every single day it's always something brand new, and every single day I'm gonna choose to follow truth.
Yeah, man, this is pretty good. I like it. You might want to cut the mids out of the voice a little bit, just to be idiomatic of the style, but I kind of don't want you to.
Gon' try.
I think
Temptations leading into sin. I don't wanna lose this fight again.
I would like to hear the piano come out more. I'm wondering if you can EQ the piano, do like a multi-band compressor where like a multi-brand side chain where whenever the piano hits, like maybe 6K takes a little bit of a dip, so that you have a little bit of the piano without losing kind of the airy like bit of the vocals. I don't know. Maybe you can also sidechain the reverb so that the reverb ducks to make room for the piano sound, because this piano thing is super cool.
Every day I feel like I might die. Yeah, Satan's on a mission, he gon' try.
Right? Like that would be super cool if I could get like a brighter piano sound. Hey man, how you doing, Jess? Yeah, it's been a while. I've not been on Twitch, but we're changing that now, which has been awesome. And thank you for everyone for tuning in on Twitch. I appreciate you. And appreciate you on YouTube as well. Looks like my grandma is not awake yet because we have 0 viewers on Facebook. Guess how much I care. Literally, I just slapped it on there because, like, you can stream up to 5 locations. Like, I guess I do have a Facebook. So, it's fine. What's up? What's up, daughter? She wants attention. Welcome to Twitch. There's one girl, one bed. 4K viewers. Listen. Women can get the bread. Get that bread. Who uses Facebook? Clearly no one I know. Except for like my mom. Oh, we switched to texting. I just got home from working sound this weekend. How was it, man? Actually, Defiant, you might want to here. Take a listen to this track. I'm doing it. I'm eliminating my first online. Oh shit! Yo, let's hear that. Do you have it, or are you making it? Because I'd be super interested in just taking a look at that. And yo, by the way, 561, I think this is a fucking banger. I think it's really good. I think it's a good tune, man. Like legit, I think it's a really good tune. Like, Define, you might appreciate this right here. As soon as I get it to load. Ah! That's the wrong window! I have to reload it. I love this triplet, man. I'll listen specifically.
I don't wanna waste my time. Lately I've been feeling on the climb. Every day I feel like I might die. Yeah, Satan's on a mission, he gon' try. Temptations leading into sin. I don't wanna lose this fight again. This fight again. And I don't wanna lose my mind again. Every single day it's always something brand new. And every single day I'm gonna choose to follow truth. Every other way is just another worldview. But the only way to heaven is through Christ Jesus. Yeah. I was dealing with this pain. Took me down the rough road, then you drove me, I'm insane. I'm insane. Only thing that's on my mind is that I need to pray. Like, why do I do what I hate? I can't take it. Why do I hate what I do? Let me change it. Too much on my mind, NASCAR, it be racing. Pacing, drama from my past, I'm erasing. Never really had me in hold. I don't wanna live like that no more. Yeah, you know I'm chosen, selected by God. Yeah, you know I'm chosen, selected by God.
No, I don't mind the melody switch at all.
I can't take it. Why do I hate what I do? Let me change it. Too much on my mind, NASCAR, it be racing. Pacing, drama from my past, I'm erasing. Never really had me in hold. I don't wanna live like that no more. Yeah, you know I'm chosen, selected by God. Yeah, you know I'm chosen, selected by God.
So here you're laying into the rhythm in a really nice way that's kind of like legato. Like you have like good musical sensibility here.
I don't wanna live like that no.
Right? You don't have a lot going on in the drum and the bass, and which is obviously on purpose, right? And your flow is really good. Right? It's very legato, very smooth, very continuous. that would make more sense. It already makes sense. But I think if you can go dramatic on the contrast, if in the beginning of the track, if you don't have a plugin for this, I imagine there's some really good ones, but if you get a transient plugin where you can bump the attack and kill the delay, I think get rid of a lot of the reverb on the piano, especially any high cuts in the frequency range. Don't go crazy, but bump the attack on the piano and kill the decay a little bit, because what you can have is this really sick dum 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 dum, because the bass kind of holds out for a long time, which is good, and your flow is longer. So you want contrast with that, right? You don't want just like, you don't want everything to be the same, right? This is a way of making these really good ideas that you have stand out because they're good ideas. So that's my opinion. I think the transition is fine. I think the song being short is super good. I think it's idiomatic of the style. I think you have a banger here, man. The singing just has to be on time. All right, so there's just a few little moments you got to fix that where the consonants land. I think make the piano brighter, kill the reverb on it, or put a different reverb as a bus track where you don't do a high-end cut. Like when you listen to a lot of pop music, like one of the secrets that an engineer like let me know, which I thought was really cool, is what a lot of pop producers do is they'll have one reverb bus that's actually bumped up on the highs. Because what often happens is we send something into reverb and it goes in the back of the track. And that's usually by design. But I don't think you want it to do that here. So I think make another reverb bus. Don't kill the highs on that one. Change the transient of the piano to hit a little harder. And I think like bump up something. Yeah, no problem. I this is one of those things where like I do a lot of things I don't always show it. Like I can play guitar, I can play piano, I do some producing of music, like, and I just don't put that out there, and I really need to. So yeah, no problem, dude. It's a really good tune. Let me know literally when any one of those single adjustments are made. Send it to me again, man. I really like this one. Sorry, and Define, I'm my bad. Twice at the bar working sound, once 60-second form for my elimination in the battle. I didn't make top 8, so I didn't get the battle. That sucks, dude. Do you have some of the recordings of your battles? Maybe we can. Because if you didn't get in the top 8, that's probably a fucking stiff competition right there. Because you're pretty legit, dude. So, and no problem, man. Take care, man. Thanks for hopping in. No problem, dude. Come on down anytime. Awesome. Look forward to seeing it. And again, the second that you touch that, send it my way again, man. I like it. You're outclassed? That's how I've been feeling in League of Legends recently. Outclassed. You know, I'm like, oh my god, I don't deserve to be stuck in bronze. And I'm playing Vayne, and I get matched up against some idiots. I get 2 kills early. I'm like, oh, I'm so good at this game. Literally, next game I play a Jinx. And the Jinx has freaking, like, really good poke at the rockets, and I can't farm and all that. And it's like, okay, maybe I do deserve to be in bronze. So, I feel that. At the time to check out Absolutely Absurd Vocals, let me know. We're definitely going to do, once Twitch following gets a little bigger, quit League in 2020, best decision I ever made. Yeah, man. I highly suggest if you play League of Legends that you need therapy twice a week. You need it. Twice a week. Like, just to deal with solo queue. Anya, what do you need? I'm working. Every time I'm talking to the computer, she gets really nervous. She's like, who are you talking to? What's going on? All right, let me get her some food real quick. I need like a good AFK thing. Let me get her some food. 5 seconds. All right. That'll get her to leave me alone for 5 minutes. Alrighty. Sweet. Cool. This is cool too. On my left, I have a bunch of metrics. It's pretty dope. It was on the Beatbox family Discord. Someone streamed it. There were a ton of technical difficulties since it was one of the first one, and I got 2 tenths, so my performance was mid. That's, dude, you should still share it. Just like, you know, social media advice, like, share it. I have to do more of the same too, but like, I was gonna do like I was gonna try to release like a beatbox video every day, because I've been trying to get myself to do things that are like better for my health, and I just have no motivation to do those things. But if I make it into content, like it'd be better. Like if I brush my teeth and I go make a loop out of it. I don't know, but yeah, just put it out there, my guy, and once you do, let me know. Oh shit! Cool. It's with health. All right, man. What else? I have it written down. What else we were gonna test? All right. So if I go here and we do this. We'll do a little bit of the reaction of this. I love this is like the best, like a best of Leandria Johnson. Holy shit, I love this woman. This woman can sing. And she is incredible levels of conviction. I love her sense of timing on this one, right? Like, listen to the how she goes about this.
My testimony, well, right before I got here, I lost my house. My car, everything was acting up. And I was just like, well, Lord. Waiting patiently, oh, in this life, He was there. I thank the Lord. If you know God was there, raise your hand.
I love, like, her high end is so nice when she does these like shenanigans.
Waiting patiently, oh, in this life, He was there. I thank the Lord.
Even with her runs, when her runs are like right on it, it's so cool.
Raise your hand. He was there without a guide.
Yeah, her sense of rhythm is really cool. She knows when to get like super on the beat, where she like legato, and she's going to be on the third, note of the measure, the third beat of the measure, and she gets legato. She gets, like percussive. She's so smart about her rhythm. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think the fan is killing my my thing real quick. And I will check out recommendation chat in a second. I just need to kill this fan. Alright. Alright, let me see what's going on with this thing, because the clipping didn't work for a second. So, and I think that has to do with some of the parameters I put in. So, let's try that again. Like that's so cool and intricate in the midst of it all, like, right? Like, she goes exactly, like, she's so fast from, like, percussive to legato. Like, her musicianship is next level. It's incredible. Like, come on. Wait, there's a competition that she was in? I need to see this.
Saint Jesus, Saint Jesus, I need you.
Holy crap. She's literally one of my favorite singers. I love Leandria Johnson so much. Like, she's on repeat. Like anytime I watch a stream. Clips are not being grabbed, which is weird. Let's see. Numpad, wait, and then cut to React. That should do it. Oh, replay buffer's not started, that's why. Star replay buffer. Okay, let's try that again. I killed it because I had 2 instances of OBS, so yeah, I'm just gonna I'll look at the suggestion and the recommendation channel in Discord. I just want to figure out this clipping thing real quick. Oh, the musicianship, man. Listen to this, like, she'll go growly, she'll go nasty, and then she'll go beautiful in legato. Why is it changing my fucking title? Oh, no, it's Restream test. I made that. Okay, my bad, y'all. For whatever reason, OBS crashed, which is something I'm not used to seeing from there. So I missed a little bit of Twitch chat, but I will test that again. I don't know why it crashed. Let me get rid of Chrome. It shouldn't have crashed, though. I have a 3070 Ti, like... This is silly. Let's try this again. The clipping is also not necessarily working, and that bothers me. So. Okay, that might be why it wasn't in parallel. Let's try this again. Who needs to breathe? I love this woman. So the technique that she's using to growl like that is really, really, really harsh. Can be harsh on your voice. You know, usually with gospel singing, you do get to take like a few days off, right? Because it's like you go to church, you do the thing, and you don't like everyone. You don't sing like 7 shows or 8 shows a week, like for hours on end, right? So people can do a little bit more of these things because they get vocal rest, but they also are true masters of the technique here. When you hear Leandria Johnson here, you're hearing someone who has masterful use of their breath.
Saint Jesus, Saint Jesus, I need you.
Because she looks like she's doing that, but like watch her rib cage as she's doing that, because she's actually not ruining her posture for that. Right? Still very... Her posture is excellent. It's top tier. It doesn't look like it. It looks like she's doing that, right? Where she's just bending down and things are collapsing, but that's not what's happening, right? She's doing this, right? Everything is expanded. Everything. And that helps alleviate the exhalation because the rib cage is not collapsing, so the exhale is not as powerful, which means she has more control, which means she can do this shit that's really hard, and it won't sabotage her ability to do it. The way she's holding the mic, yeah. But I think it's fine given the environment she's singing in. Yeah, but the mic, that mic placement can, yeah. For those of us in audio, yeah. But we're good. Let's see. How are the clips coming out with this? How are the clips? How many do I have? That's interesting. I don't get a lot of the... Is this a vertical? It's not as powerful, which... Let's see. Buff. Stop. Try that again. That should do it. The suggestion and the recommend. Wait, there's a competition? The musicianship. That's interesting, because that shouldn't have been... That's a backtrack. And that should have been only 15 seconds. So I don't know what that's about. I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have... Okay. Let me check my OBS main settings. I think the issue has been that the keyframe interval is off, because it got 2 minutes instead of 15 seconds, which is like not how, it's not what you want to see. But we're good. It's literally just giving me the whole fucking thing. It's giving me the entire vertical recording, which is not the setting that I have it on. This is why we do these things, right? Can you imagine me setting up for a stream and then all of this happening? Ruining my fucking... my ability to make content? No, thank you. Right. Let me check. Right. And then all of this happening. Yeah, so it works with my let me check. I think it's because the output is different than I think it is. Yeah, okay. I totally have a different output. Let's see. What's happening? She's not the Twitch for just a hot second. And that so I think it will be fine there. Twitch for just a hot second. And that's gonna kill. Alright, we got it happening. The audio cut out. Yeah, so it works with my okay. Alright, I think we're good though. I think we tested that. We're good. Okay, sorry. Alright, let me check out the suggested Discord. Thanks for everyone's patience here. I need you. It's fucking so good. Alright, video recommendations. I have to test these to be safe, because I don't know if it's going to get pulled or not. So that's the main thing. For the most part, I think I'm good to Samir, the lighting seems really bad here. Okay, it's fine. It's just me. I always need to test. Yeah, it's working really well. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And yeah, that's why like I think I rescheduled the It's Sunday stream to be another day, because I just thought that this was going to go really badly, but it hasn't, so I might actually schedule it back. So we have some videos and stuff. And I'm going to try my second instance of OBS that'll do thumbnails. And that's going to be its own thing. So what's cool too is like Leandria Johnson somehow, some ways, all of these melodies and runs and like really sophisticated stuff, for some reason, it's also super catchy. She is never sacking the music, which is incredible. Really? It's not picking up on, there it is. There it is. That should be it. Really? Okay. The window capture is not coming up. There it is. Okay, so I can't have it maximized. That's bizarre. Very cool. So y'all see what I'm looking at over here. It's I don't need it to be, I only need the replay. I don't need the vertical thing to actually record. Doesn't do me any good to do that. Vertical recording. But I want replay buffer to stay on. So will it? Looks like it will. Let's test that. But it looks like it just did. What's happening? Room tap. Happening. Let me check. Yeah, so it works with my checking one more time here. Yeah, it's giving me one error. Does replay buffer have to be on for both? Is the next question. Looks like replay buffer has to be on here. And then if I do this, boop. Let's see if that does it. Happening. Yeah, so it works with my no, looks like recording has to be on, which is bogus. All right. Let's do backtrack is always on. And then we'll do this and test it if it's not. That should make a big difference there. No? Well. I just grabbed it. I did it manually. Does that matter? It's happening. Okay. Oh my god, it's at 50 kbs. Oh god, no. It looks like that video was made in 1992 with QuickTime. Like that's unacceptable. That's not gonna work. Who does that as a standard? That's so silly. 50 kbs build rate. That no sir. I do 16,000. Or yeah, 16,000. And then we actually have something to work with, but damn. 50 kbs. That was the default prompt. Like, what are you, insane? Build rate, that. Okay, let's check out the button again for these things. Vertical, save replay, vertical playback, there we go, apply, okay, bam, that should beat it. Can we do some Mariah later? Let's see. I don't think I have anything prepared for Mariah, and given that like doing Mariah has almost like killed my channel. Not twice, but once. It almost, like, I got a strike for doing it. So I just need to test it in advance to see if I'm safe to do it. Mariah, and given that like doing Mariah has almost, why is it still 50 kbs? It looks like it's a fucking, 140p stretched out. Like, the hell. Mariah, and so I just need to test it. Why? I think I have to just maybe start it and stop it now. Okay, well, let's try it. That. Oh, it has 8,000 kbs, so that should be fine. We're still testing here. kbs, so that should be okay. We're good there. Sweet. All right, so now we have screenshot output should be voila. All right, good. We got thumbnails, we got clips, we got videos. Can you get a strike on Twitch? No. No. I was like totally planning to do like one stream on YouTube and then one stream on Twitch and do it differently like that. But to be honest with you, it's kind of like, at that point, I'm just making life harder for myself. It's easier to go back in time. Like, if I just like watch something casually, like even if I'm just like playing a video game and I'm exhausted and it's like 2 a.m., if I have a track recording over OBS and I hear something that's interesting, I can just grab it. And if I play one of those clips at a time, like they can be a very wide window. So the way that I can test that is I'll take a video, I'll upload it to YouTube. If it says ineligible for monetization, I can't stream it without editing it, which is fine. So there are a lot of videos that, are eligible if you just straight yoink them, which I don't. I do that for testing purposes. I don't straight yoink people's content without commentary. But if you do that, then it's like fine to do on live stream. If it's ineligible for monetization, you can use it if you don't let it run for, I think, like 15 seconds. Because if you go longer for that, YouTube will kill your stream under the impression that you're using somebody else's content. Like robotically or whatever. Goes against TOS. So you can get a strike there. That's the one that I got was a strike for that. If I upload it and it says partially blocked visibility, if I stream that, strike. If you get on a live stream like partial visibility block, you get a strike, even if it's after the fact. And that's not the case for a video. So I've had videos where like it's fine and it's good and the video is up and running, and then someone somewhere claimed it or took it down. It happened with this like it's like this UK artist who's like a mini Bjork. She's like a fairy child, and like her whole appeal is like, oh, music is so natural and beautiful and free and butterflies, and that's her whole shtick. So me coming in there to her audience and being like, this is what's technically happening, kind of killed it for them a little bit. So I think someone claimed it who wasn't the copyright owner, because she's a big enough deal where she just shouldn't give a shit. So I doubt like the actual holder of the copyright did anything, but I think someone claimed it and it got blocked partially. So it's like, if anyone knows that about YouTube, they can kill my entire channel. So therein lies the issue. Oh, you're good, dude. I didn't get the spam, and it's fine. You're like, how many of us talking? I was just getting that out of the way because it's a long ass explanation. The live tracks are in most cases safe unless it's a band in Vivo. It depends. It really just depends. I test everything. Vivo screws over a lot of people. I mean, that's just the labels in general. Like, big labels make their money off of the IP of the music. Like, that's the money that they make. That's where it comes from. So, and recently, like, when they didn't get that, they would sign people and take money off the ticket sales and stuff like that. But then, you know, now artists don't have to do that. And so it's all about the rights to the music. So they take every opportunity to yank that. They can pay somebody, like in India, $5 an hour or something like that, for some guy to just go through YouTube looking for videos that use the tracks that they own. And they can claim like $800 worth of videos in an hour. And they pay someone minimum wage for that, or like slightly above minimum wage. Like it's too profitable for them to stop, which is why they haven't taken on YouTube in a lawsuit ever since they implemented this thing. She's gonna take me to my car, go to Applebee's. You got to go to Applebee's, man. They got the margaritas there. Allows you to react to her videos. Again, it depends. I do have some Morissette Amon videos planned. False claims are actually illegal. Yeah, but I don't have a lawyer. Like, everything's illegal if you can afford a lawyer. Or not really, but like, if you know, it doesn't matter. Like, if some asshole claims my channel, like, you can't fight every claim at once. You have to fight each individual claim. And keyword here, fight. You have to fight them. So I made an apple cider margarita yesterday. Dude, that sounds fucking bang, right? I know everyone here knows Bangarang, right? Is that like a 90s thing? Like, am I just saying the bomb? Also, I heard Mr. B say, John, for the love of God, don't ruin it. John is the best fucking shit that ever happened. It started in Philly and needs to stay in Philly. It is noun the word. It's great. Oh, I love that, John. I went to the John to wash my hands and all that, John. It's great. I stopped saying it once I left Philly because I don't want people to ruin it. And it looks like it's catching on. The Rocks margaritas from there are amazing. I love the margaritas from Applebee's. I'm trashy, and I don't even give a fuck. All right. Under a label called Free Will in their home country, which is just America's side of Free Will. I'm confused. Oh, okay. So the band is under an independent label. And this is the band that you sent, and this is the one you sent, right? In recommendations. Okay. I still have to check it. It's not hard for me to check it. It takes a couple of seconds. It's just not a right now thing. Yeah. No, I appreciate it though. That's nice to let's see. Man, I'm knocking every test out of the park here. Okay, now I have to test moving files. Let's see. Okay. Those are all the clips, though. And it didn't take the screenshots. Let me open that Python file real quick. Coding is one of the best things to ever happen to me. Like, it's crazy how fucking powerful it is. This is like, it's only going for replay. Which is not what I want. Maybe I do want that. No, I don't want that. See, that should be going to... If I go to concat folder, that should be the actual video, not the replays. And then clips should be the concat. So, or that should be the replays, not concat folder. So let's change that up. So we'll need two different ones. There's move replay to clips. Move files over list, move videos, starting string. I don't know why that variable isn't there. Yeah, no, I don't want it in string form. I want it as variable. All right, let's do this again. So just to explain like how this works and why this is something super important is let me restore all those. Now I'll just make some more. Boop 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 doop 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 doop. Bling 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 bling. So the reason I'm doing this is because as I'm filming, what'll happen is like there are going to be clips that are generated. Then I hit a button, right? I hit a button, and then it runs two Python files, and it separates the clips, and the script, and like the thumbnails and all that stuff that are automated and generated by OBS. So the time saved is insane. I think that is correct. I should also have cool. All right, let's try that. Looking good. 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 Less good. The files that were filmed are not going into the concat side of thing. So I'll fix that real quick. Also, I should show the code because it's super fun. I think this shit's really neat. Destination dir. That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't it be? But it's just not moving like this. It should be. Let's test that. Okay. So as I run this script, what should happen is that all these files here go into a separate directory. and it didn't. But the replay one is working. So I don't quite know what's up. I could do not starts with. Yeah. That should be fine. Let's see. Computers are fun and useful, folks. I mean, that syntax works with, let's do breakpoints here. And just randomize a bunch of shit. I think the index might be the issue. I don't see a need for the index here. Let's test that. No? Okay. There we go. Okay. Base directories, clips. This is for the first command. Why would base directory be hard-coded? Get folders. I mean, this would explain why it's not moving shit. What are you eating, Anya? Stop it. Okay. Nice lister, base directory. Get folders without files. All right, so we've assigned base directory. Let's just comment that out and see what if that was the issue. Okay. Right, non-video folders. I think it's the issue is the index. I don't think I need index. I think that's redundant. For folders, non-os path.join, source.dir, folder. Okay. And then starting string is 2003. And then we go into that. So this should be any videos existing in this directory that starts with 2023 should be moved. Okay, then it's moved. All right. I think the index is a problem. But it did move now. So let's test that. Yeah. Sorry, I know this is a bit more of the technical stuff, but this is why I'm practicing. Because I have to use all of these things live. So if they don't work live, it's like no bueno, you know? No, that should work. Good. Okay, so we're good. Check and check. All right. And speaking of check, I'm going to check chat in just a moment. With Python. Voila. Okay. Did it. We did it. And I can't believe so many of you stayed to watch that. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Appreciate you guys staying for that. But this is good. So I have a checklist that I should Anya, you're being needy. Okay, so will I be able to clip? Check, yes. This is not answered. Thumbnails, have they been generating? They should have been. Pretty sure they were. Screenshot output. Well, that should work. It's just not going to the, yeah, the dir is not correct. Yeah, that's a stupid directory. There's no reason for it to be in that directory. I'll just do a bunch of that, boosh, boosh, and then we'll run script again, and that should move all of the. I bet it didn't. Okay, so I need to open the other one in VS Code. Python files, we have PNG files, open with this code. Again, I think the index is an issue. Folder path is variable, that isn't. It should be starting string. I don't know why this stuff is hard coded. I didn't think I did that, but I'm the only one who coded. And I know Schuster, who usually helps me with this stuff, would never hard code that sort of thing. So let's just check that. Bunch of random breakpoints. This is the trick, y'all, to production. Is be smarter and faster than everybody else. Also better, but smarter, faster is a big part of this equation. For those who want to do content. A lot of people obsess over quality, and that's good, but why isn't the extension working? It's good to value, you know, quality, but you also have to understand that, you know, you're not going to do your best work. Like, everyone wants to make their masterpiece like a year or two in. And any effort to make a quote unquote masterpiece prior to having 10 years, 10,000 hours is stupid. It's a mistake. You shouldn't do that. And a lot of people, I don't think they'd think about that. Do I need to like reinstall this thing? Because it worked on the other, I don't know, maybe open as administrator. Yeah, I trust. Jeez. Okay. Let's try this again. Files over folder. Connection server got lost. Server will not be restarted. This is bizarre. I've not ever run into this error. Wondering if it's because I have breakpoints in like the weirdest areas. I don't know. Like, is the extension just busted? Like, busted? I'll reinstall it, I guess. All right, let's check this again. This is weird. I'm wondering if it's because it's open. Yeah, it's not happening. Oh, okay. I know what's up. The output file has a space in it. And this is where computers are super fun and useful. So that has to be fixed. Because I cannot have it as screenshot. It has to be I suppose it doesn't really matter that much. It's just annoying to sift through that stuff. Decay rate. MKV. Generate, where's generate file? Generate file without spaces. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Nice, okay, and we'll try that again. Nope, that was installation. That's fine, that's whatever. I think I could probably just remake the existing script that works for the videos and then just replace the file extension. So if I have this and I open this with VS Code, open this with VS Code, let's take a look at the difference. All right, we're good there, good there, there. Base directory, comment that out. Oops. Okay. Okay. Get folders. Source.dir, starting string. Okay. Let's see if moving baster or renaming baster is what caused the issue. It just says connection to server gets closed. It's case sensitive. Let's try adding the underscore. This is like a perfect example of like computers are fun and useful. And like this doesn't need the connection to Python. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's try running it again through without going through VS Code. Just open the file. So far, so good on everything else, so I might just have to bite the bullet. It's just annoying for organization purposes to try and do sort through all the PNG files, but I'm doing all right. How are you? There's a reason no one bought a DeLorean. They were high quality, but not mass produced. Yeah. But the people who made the DeLorean like knew what they were doing. If you're a creator and you haven't been a creator for your 10 years and 10,000 hours and you go try to make a DeLorean, you're going to make a Honda Civic where you forget the fourth wheel. And isn't it General Motors? Yeah. Yeah, they had been in the car business for a bit, that they're General Motors. So it's like when, like, composers, I learned this actually from hanging with composers, which is kind of like one of the best things I've ever done for myself, was associate with other, you know, musicians and creators and all that. And it was widely considered foolish to try and write like an orchestra piece before you've written like quintets and quartets for every section, which makes sense, right? Like, if you've never made a string quartet, why would you make an orchestration? If you've never done a wind quintet or a brass quintet, why would you write for an orchestra? So the idea was like students in their undergraduate would make a bunch of quintets, quartets, just a lot of them, because you have to understand each instrument. The viola has its own range and its own timbre. That's the thing, is like the technical part of orchestration is the timbre. Orchestration was basically the equivalent of mixing before we had mixing. Orchestration is about timbre and tone. But if you don't know how those instruments work, every single one of them, the music is now shit. When you do an orchestration, it's about the gestures in the music. So if it's bring and there's specific notes, you don't have to do the exact notes. You can do some sort of like arpeggio or whatever going up, ascending, that works for the instruments. If the arpeggio on the piano that you've written doesn't work for the instruments, you can change the thing and keep the gesture of the upward motion, the bring, and change the notes. That's fine. But you don't know that you need to change those notes if you don't write for violin a lot. And the same is true for viola, same is true for cello, double bass, all of that. So you don't get to make a DeLorean until you fucked up a lot. So that's the idea. I think like too many people want to do that right off. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't even alive. Around for 7 years. But yeah, that's my spiel. Sorry if that was like a little ridiculous of a spiel, but it's a really, really, really important note, I think, for upcoming creators to recognize that. Like, you know, because he's like, Mr. Beast says, like, you know, making a 1 million view video is way easier than making 10, 100,000 view videos. And like, it's only true if you know how to make, it's only true if you know how to make any of those, right? Which ideally you would want to get at 10 years, 10,000 hours, right? So I rip the file from YouTube using using a software called YouTube DLP. And it rips the videos off of YouTube lightning fast. I mean fast, because it bypasses the bandwidth restriction imposed by YouTube, and they know it exists. It's just like, I think they lost a lawsuit or something. I don't know. But the point is, you can use YouTube DLP, and it rips videos like download speed of maybe like 5 megabytes a second. Like, there's no bandwidth limit. So a 30-minute video is like a 2-minute download. Then you re-upload that and as unlisted, and then the YouTube video checking process checks if it's claimed, even if it's unlisted. So you just upload it unlisted, and then if the check comes back as no issues found, you're good to stream it live and not with non-issues. So yeah, but I think Pepperidge Farm remembers when video files were caked. That's fine. Petrified memories. That's very quotable. I appreciate that. That's funny. All right, so far so good. The only thing that's not working is moving of the thumbnails, but I think auto-generated thumbnails are you still need context, I think, or it's not worthwhile. Like, so let me show you exactly like what I'm doing to create these. So I have a second instance of OBS going on that have image slideshows that go through different fonts, different faces. And I need to adjust this. This should be over here, so I'll need to open GIMP and adjust that. But that's the gist of it. And I can control this, right? I can go, I don't like that face. I don't think that fits. Okay, this doesn't fit. What about this? Like, I can adjust those. Those are just all my options. And then backdrops, there's also like, and then I can also, the red overlay, I can nuke that a little bit and adjust that. You know, and I made these backgrounds, where I keep the files right here. Like, I made these, I guess last week, just sort of like a variation, on those different colors, different hues. And I found that in some instances, putting, an overlay of, so what this is it's the same shot that's here, but I maximize it and put the red on it. So sometimes like that might look better than any of the backgrounds, because sometimes the backgrounds just don't work, and having like a red kind of thing that works with what's on the picture sometimes works as well. So it is generated, but I have control over the parameters. Yeah. I can adjust a bunch of different things. This black outline is a bit of a mistake, though. It's too much. I think it's because forefront went too far forward. Yeah. No, it's because it's the way that that particular video file is showing. Anyway. I'll write that down. The new faces have to be adjusted to the left. Anyway. Nowadays, 5-minute video length is like 200 megabytes. 10 years ago it was 8 gigabytes. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's so this is from this I have to change. So I have this scene. So like I'll be doing dup dup dee da dup dup da dee da da dup, and then I have da da dee da da da, and it's just a freeze frame. But the thing is like the different sources disappear, right? So this and this, and if I have that frozen because they use the same camera source, like, right? So like, actually this isn't being used, right? So that's nested camera, which is this. Nested camera BG removed small versus BG removed. Let's see that. I have nested scenes as well. BG removed small. There we go. And then we'll remove that, and then we'll take that and we'll make it less small. There we go. I actually like that too. It's not as overbearing as the last one. Looks nicer. So that should fix that issue. Yeah, because that's been happening a lot. This is me singing. Now I'm singing more. It was flat. Fuck. Anyway. Freeze frames are always hilarious because people you find in motion. Yeah. When I go to edit my videos, there's some parts where I just like I go frame by frame, or like, you know, I'm looking for something very specific to edit, and I just land on the biggest derp face ever. Ever. Is bad. Is bad. Then I usually take a picture of it and put it on YouTube community post because it's funny. Yeah. Just do I learned there's a really quick way to do like snippets. You hold down Window key Shift S, and then you can click drag and take a screenshot that way. I learned that from doing IT. Oh boy. This is so far so good. I didn't expect it to work this smooth. This is really cool. Nice. All right. Now the trick is going to be, how do I practice? Because this works really well for React streams. But now how do I do this? Right? What is this? Do I have that also on 49? Yeah. So I was going to prepare in advance, take some stuff like from Mr. Beast Reacts has like some clips that he points to. They edit the video that they're reacting to, which you should do, I think. So I was going to make songs about like whatever. It's hilarious when you freeze frame in a game. Yeah. Games, especially old games, can have some funny moments. I found a lot of funny moments in Far Cry 5. There is that like moment in time for like when people were copying Skyrim and everyone wanted to do open world shit, where some of the generic nonsense was like really generic. Like I'd be running around like picking up flowers in Far Cry 5, and like the lady who is my like, you know, AI partner team, whatever you want to call that, was like, you know, get down, bogey, and like it's a squirrel. Like, calm your shit. Like, and it happened like 50% of the voice lines were totally not. Yeah. I liked Far Cry 5. I think people complain about 4, 5, and 6 because it's a reskin of 3. Like they hit gold with 3. And so they just kind of reskinned the game. And that's fine for someone like me who had never played it. I really want to play Far Cry 6 because of the villain. Yeah, they didn't do anything with it. And that's what I read. And I was like, because I was going to play Far Cry 6. Then I read that and I was like, I'm not spending $70 on the same experience, just a reskinned experience. Like $20, $30, I'll do that, but not $70. And they offer it for $17.99 a month. You can get the Ubisoft subscription, but like I'm only going to do it to play Far Cry 6. So it's like, I don't know. It's at a certain point I don't want to I'd rather pay the straight up cost at this point in my life for so many things rather than do another subscription. They wasted Giancarlo. Is that the guy who plays that's the guy who plays the dude in Breaking Bad, right? Because that's who the villain is in Far Cry 6. And I'm legit, like, I literally almost got it for that reason. Yeah. Gus Fring. Yeah, I literally almost bought it because I saw him as the villain. I was like, oh. But then I'm like, that's what YouTube is for. Oh, it's $15 on Steam? It was not available on Steam like just a little bit ago. Let me check. Because now that CS2 is a thing, I've been selling all my old cases. because the prices went up like crazy. Before there was like 3 cents per case. Now some of them are like $6 a case. So I have like free Steam money. And if I were smart, I would have, you know, on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. It must be like a region thing, because I've heard people say that, but I can't ever find it. Yeah, it might be region locked. Yeah. Give me a second. That's a good point. That's a good idea. You can go from that link. Yeah, I'll wait for the... Okay, got it. Thanks for that. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't find it. Wow. That's a little scary. That might be like a promo sale targeted to different demographics that isn't like available. What the fuck is the difference between the editions? Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so this is just like all the extra content. Become the villain. And then you get Far Cry Blood Dragon. I don't really care about becoming the villain. You get 505 from that, or 404? That's crazy, man. It's kind of creepy. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think there's much. I honestly, like, when I was playing Far Cry 5, I wasn't like so ready to be like, wow, I really want the DLC for this game, so I could do the same exact shit. I think the whole, like, you know, oh, play it on a harder difficulty now, like, damn, you gotta really love the game, because to be honest with you, learn by load is not my favorite thing to do at all. Like, at all. I hate it. I think it's so stupid. When someone said that term aloud, learn by load, I was like, that's why harder difficulties feel insipid. That's such a good term. But I did like, my favorite thing in Far Cry 5 was like trying to take out the complex. Because like I went sniper rifle and silencer and stuff like that, so I'd scout with the binoculars. And if you scout with the binoculars, like you'll be able to see that particular enemy like as you go around. So you go around the perimeter and you scout. And then you would like try to take down each person as quietly as possible and isolate them. And it was really, really cool. And that was my favorite part of the game. And to the point where I actually Googled where those locations were. And that was really satisfying. Right. Yeah, because of the guy who plays Gus. Fring. That guy is an amazing actor. He said something to me that I needs an Assassin's Creed done to it. Then he'd as often just do a soft reboot. 100%. 100%. I think It's so funny, you know, all the older generations always complain about the newer one, but I got to tell you, Gen Z being so tired of remakes and reboots to the point where it's like they literally just don't. They just don't. Fuck, even if it's a TikTok reboot, they're like, nope. Nope. Because what's Gen Z has had more access to content than any generation before by such a ridiculous margin that the standard for them is so high. So this like Call of Duty annual release shit that millennials were like, I guess. I do like Call of Duty. Just, Gen Z is like, no, bitch. And so now they're like, oh my God, what do we do? Someone in the back are like, what about original content? Hallelujah. Like, thanks, Gen Z. I was amazed at how much of my generation, like, just didn't watch YouTube. Like, they just didn't. Like, I wanted, in 2008, like, there was a guy that I really liked watching on YouTube, Songe Le Rivière. French guitar player who could do, like, MIDI drums and some other stuff. And he would do these video music videos for video game music. And this was early. This was really, he's one of the first people to have done that. So you look up like Megan, oh, fuck it, let's bring it up. It's so cool. And I think he deleted his entire fucking channel. I don't know why people do that, man. Some of my favorite creators with their music video content annihilated all of their backlog. And it's so upsetting. It kills me on the inside. Tsukuji is probably the biggest example of that. But let's see if I can find Songe Réveillé, something like that. Yeah, fuck if I can find it. Mega Man 2. Okay. Yeah, this is it. And this guy had like lots of success doing this shit. It's got a 1.3 million views on it. This was my shit. Yeah, except Vocoder brought all his videos back because he had a second. He thought a little bit harder on that business decision, and I'm glad he did. That was not smart. That was him being an artist. And being an artist is not always the right business decision. I get why he did it, but I'm glad he brought it back. It just doesn't make sense to do that. But I love this shit. Like, I fuck with this so hard. This is a 13-year-old video. This might be like, whatever now. But no one did this. It's really good. This is a 13-year-old video when no one was doing this shit. This is not... Listen, man, OBS wasn't around. OBS wasn't around. So this motherfucker took a fucking camera, filmed each individual fucking one. It's a 13-year-old video. This dude was my fucking hero. I saw this content and I was like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do with my life. And I didn't because I didn't think it was practical. So I pursued opera. Are you fucking serious, man? It's okay, it works out because, like, as a musician, I have a much bigger skill set than I would have if I just jumped into this. But yeah, man. And the mixing, too, right? The mixing is really good. Like, you have to understand, like, preamps, like, digital audio interfaces, 13 years ago were so bad. They were so bad. The preamps, like, most people, like, it's like, oh, preamps are a meme, right? Like, if you're, like, in music production, it's kind of a meme to be like, I need a new preamp. That'll change the song, right? But that back then, that was true. The preamps were garbage. They were so bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's a proper DSLR shot. And the lighting is still shit, though. Like, no one taught this man about 3-point lighting. All right, Philip DeFranco wasn't here to show the world about 3-point lighting. So, no. But also, come on, this man can play it. Yeah, absolutely. But that's also why the video and video format was so appealing, because you can get into these higher resolutions by using like, you know, more, like there was so many reasons why the video and video stuff was big when it was big. I'm so into it. I love that format. I grew up on that format. I think it's really strong. I think people just haven't done enough with it since like fucking Pentatonics did, you know, work it didn't did it, but whatever that thing is. You know, and they did that, and they got an Emmy for that fucking video. An Emmy. Or a fucking Grammy, or whatever the fuck. They won an award for that fucking video. Probably better at rock guitar than anyone I did sound for. Absolutely. Yeah, the bigger channels, yeah. He's at, what is he at, 720? This is 1080. This is at 1080. That's crazy. This dude is my hero. He hasn't posted in like 8 years. I love this shit, man. Man, I gotta tell you, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but nowadays when I hear a blues guitarist, I kind of die inside a little bit. Like, there's a difference between people who are like really good with pentatonic scales and understand music versus someone who's like picked up the guitar for like last 3 years and like learned to what like a D minor pentatonic scale was, like a Dorian thing, and then they just kind of like do the same fucking licks over and over and over again. And it's so tiring. It's so bad. I can't do it anymore. Most monitors were 720p. Yeah. So this is like, his production was crazy. Yeah. Anya, you gotta stop. Otherwise I'm gonna kick you out of the room. All right. She's always, my wife gives this dog all the attention in the world. So the second she leaves and I do anything on the computer, particularly when I'm talking, she's like, she gets weirded out when I talk to the computer. Yeah, people with their piece of shit Dell. Yeah. Yeah, man. And then the next guy that I really liked for that, actually, it's unfortunately, he nuked his entire channel. All of it. He nuked fucking all of it. So now the only thing that exists for him are topics, because his channel went bye-bye. But because I'm a fucking wiener and his fan base was so hype, they put his shit on Google Drive. So this guy, he took that to the next level, I feel. I want to get like a really good one. This will work. I don't understand it either. Like, look at the amount of work this took. he does this right combination. Like, here we're going from, oh, I'll just change everything each measure. I'll just fucking change everything each measure, and that's going to be compelling, to him actually doing shit that's musically compelling. And this is more recent. It is. His first few videos were absolutely not this quality. And they certainly leaned heavier into the video and video format. What they don't show are a lot. He made like 100 kazoo covers where the video and video style was static, and it was like a smooth McGroove, or it was just like a bunch of videos and then the game footage. And he did that, and he, you know, so he got a lot of money from those, because this is pre-2016, before the short video nerf. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, he made a lot of money off of those. Like the sound panels, and like, although I look at that open window and I'm like, yeah, he was only filming at this one. Like, this is a lip synced shot or a guitar synced shot. Like, no one's gonna open that window. Like, you don't invest in a studio like that and we're like, oh, I want to hear the birds in the morning. All right, Anya, I gotta kick you out. Sorry, baby. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I gotta film this stuff, dude. Yeah.
One day I've been a plane flying high with its iron wings bursting the sky. I remember it as
now I think that's exactly what he does. He hasn't been open about like his entire like, so the reason why I have these on G Drive is like one day his channel just like all of his videos started disappearing, and I just kept looking. I was like, the fuck happened? And then a fan channel came along and came up with all his videos and started re-uploading all his videos. And what's crazy to me, and this is so telling, all of his videos re-uploaded got like 300 views each. All of his videos easily hit 300,000 on his channel, but re-uploaded, they got 300. That's how hard music videos got fucked by 2016. Shorts give musicians an opportunity to actually put labor into their music videos like this. That's what I'm thinking, because it's not just that he got a cease and desist. Or like, it was like, probably like he got his ass sued and he had to sign an NDA. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, he might have hated the attention, but as far as I knew, he started like doing production in France full time. And then he quit. He started doing this like NFT for like individual creator thing. He was the CEO of that startup. Like he ghosted, man. And I don't know why, because this shit is some of my favorite shit I've ever seen on YouTube. That this dude was like one of the kings of covers for YouTube for a long time. And I was never into him, but his name was everywhere. Is that this guy, or? It makes me excited for when you listen to the stuff I've sent, because yeah. Yeah, man. This is so good. For a way to survive. How do I become a stronger man? How do I get the strength to fight? Cruel fate, heartache. I've been up against all of the winds that are turning my way. Look at this. Look at this. You want to know why I respect this man? He has a different camera angle for his vocals. Whew. Oh my goodness. What a creator's creator. Look at that. Look at that. We got a camera angle, we got a straight shot. We got a little change in the music, right? This is pre-chorus. Holy shit. We're building up to it, so he's not showing a lot. Just proven. Now we go. Is this video in video time? Yeah, boom! Bam! Increased the cuts, the pacing. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I fucking love this shit, dude. I'm such a fucking fan. Like this, if I had done, instead of going to conservatory, if I took my guitar skills, my bass skills, and my shitty drumming skills, and I disciplined the fuck out of myself for 10 to 15 years, I might have been able to create this shit. But he took so long to create all this shit, and that's what killed him. The second 2016 hits, all of this shit gets claimed. All of it, right? Pretty much. Adpocalypse happens. And like short form gets fucked. Yeah. Thanks PewDiePie. And I'm sorry, like everyone who defended PewDiePie in that shit, that was dumb. That was fucking idiotic. And he was a teenager or like a young adult or whatever the fuck, but that was so fucking stupid. And of course the Washington Post should go to hell for that bullshit cover, but like of the story, but he fucked it up for so many people and he should have known better. But it's whatever. He's not a bad person for it, just upsetting. This is another one I really like. This is the power of a static camera. This is really cool. Oops. This is like, this for me makes the case for a single frame shot. But it's because of what he's about to do. It's its own aesthetic. Watch how he comes in left to right. It's almost like a dance. That's a pain in the ass to sync that, by the way. That's a real pain in the ass. Oh yeah, yeah. Those... No, those are not the monitors I thought they were, but... I think YouTube is in a way better state. Way better. And I think shorts have the potential to bring this format back. Here's one of my mentors, who I, fuck, what is his, longest solo ever. So, funny story. So I got into music video and music video game covers because, one day, my stepsister brought over like a friend of hers, and like, you know, we were talking about like video games or whatever, and he's like, oh my god, video games. So at least you guys don't like listen to video game music. That shit's insipid. And I wasn't. But after he said it, I was like, no, that shit's pretty dope. And I told my brother, I was like, that's pretty dope. And so I pulled it up online, and that's when I saw Sange and all these other people doing video game music covers, and I fucking, you know, now I have it. I have Stone McKnuckle, bro. Holy shit, Stone McKnuckle. These mixes are fucking nuts. My own stream is recommended. I might watch myself a little too often. No, that's not true. I look up my stuff just to see what it is in shirts, but and search ranking, but check this shit out. It almost feels like egregious to play this re-encoded on my own stream because the mix here is fucking so top tier. Crisp guitars. Crisp as fuck. Everyone take note. Gut the mids. Put some fucking shine on that bitch. Stop plastering reverb all over the fucking guitar. Stop it. I also love what he hasn't done. There's this really, really big thing that everyone does now that, so, you know, in order to make kicks audible on phones and headphones, what people do is they do, they put a saturator on, and it makes this kick sound really muddy and dirty, and that can be cool, but now everyone does it because you can't hear the kick otherwise. So this has a double kick drum, and you're just not going to hear it. But that's okay, because the snare pops, the bass chugs, like everything is fucking really nice. These are VSTs, by the way, the guitar. I was like, whoa, these are fucking VSTs? Jesus Christ. I love this shit. I have them on every fucking playlist. It's funny, like my playlists go from like Mariah Carey, like do-do-do-do, da-da-dum-dum-down, and then all of a sudden, I just fucking love his shit. He's so fucking good at mixing. But anyway, this is the dude. I met him on the YouTube partner Discord. And he we chat. And I started talking to him, and I was like, he's basically 10 times bigger than I am. He's got 300K subscribers, and I think he's up 50K since I met him. And this was so funny. My brother ran into him looking up video game music videos. This is his longest solo ever. The dude's got an 8-string guitar. First of all, already, that's metal as fuck. You know what I mean? Restream, don't fucking do that to me. Get fucked. Get muted, Restream. Fuck you. You say, like, I pay for you. Stop advertising on my shit. Fuck off. Like, he's a really solid musician. His studio is fucking really nice. He's got like 17 lights or some shit. I asked him once upon a time. It's like, it's a lot. His studio is fucking bananas good. But I was talking to him, and, you know, we were talking about production of music videos, and he's like, I don't fuck with video and video anymore. Because it's like double the effort, triple the effort. Right? Like the way you could do video and video and make this cool, because he starts off with just 2 shots here. A nice way to vary this would be in between the single shots, if you had one video upward and then one video below, and like these little brackets here. So like this, right? And then whenever one plays versus the other, you get like a size increase. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can visualize that, right? Like, if this is, fuck me, hold on, let me get this. Why is it not working? There we go. If you have like a quadrant, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You skip 2, or sorry, you keep 1, and you keep 4, and then dum dum da dee dum 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 da dum. Dum dum da dee da. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, so And that shit's hard to do unless you're me. I've spent the last 5 fucking years working on music video production. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Defiant knows. What if I did this and I did a ba-da-dee and then I did the instant replay? Oh, it's a bit messy, but you're gonna see it. I mean, this is all shit, right? No, it's all. I mean, this is all shit, right? I mean, this is all shit, right? Imagine for a second that everything's in time and on tune. Just imagine, right? Like, I've never practiced fucking Dr. Riley's theme a cappella, but then we could do this. We want the replay. Where's the camera angle? I mean, here's the main thing I have over the thing, and then the booted bop deep doop da right? Oh god, no, I'm not a fucking drummer at all. My only complaint with this is that, so I almost do everything with the RC505 because it's like a hack. What I love about the RC505 is like, it's, and I was talking to Vocode about this, is like, you have auto-tune for vocals because just a smidgen of auto-tune is like, turns like a good take. Because if you're off by 1 cent, or even if it's relative, like if you're tuning relative to each pitch and you're not, are those marshmallow? These? Yeah, they're pretty fucking squishy. They're pretty squishy. It's really cool. It's tactile pornography with the RC505. But if you do this, like, and you record everything, the RC505 is really good at lining up transients because it's a looper. So if shit's out of time, even by a little bit, all of a sudden mixing is fucking awful. There is no good mix when shit is out of alignment. And it doesn't even have to be that far out of alignment to be shitty. Like, really, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be at all. And that sucks. So what the RC505 does is it puts everything in time. Basically. It won't save you from atrocious timing mistakes, but it cleans it up real nice. And then auto-tune applied to the tracks is also really nice. Yeah, it's auto-quantize, exactly. And then if you apply just the lightest settings of auto-tune, just to clean everything up a little bit, all of a sudden right away you have something that's cleaner without having to fuck around with EQ or wonder what the fuck is going on. It's like ready to mix because it's on time and it's mostly on tune. Especially when you're doing something with like the voice, like doing what was it? Mean tuning versus equal temperament tuning doesn't, like, if you have a piano and you've recorded with mean tuning in mind, so you didn't record with the piano in mind, all of a sudden, fuck me, it's so hard to mix that because your vocals can be harmonious and beautiful, but then the piano sounds weird because it's not quite tuned the same way. So it makes mixing very difficult. Whereas, you know, auto-quantize and auto-tune kind of makes everything uniform enough to start mixing very quickly. But, you know, even with this, it's like, I have different, that's my cut. This is my snare? No, this is my talking. And then these are the hi-hats. So I'll do this, like. how much. No. Come on, stop it. Stop it. But now this is like pretty much auto-quantized. Oh, I think my line out is on. I don't want to do that. Line out off. I was late on the kick switch. You hear that? It's funny. Nothing worse when you hit a kick on an hi-hat EQ. But yeah, like all of this shit makes music production so easy, but I have yet to find a way to do this live, where I have auto quantization and where I have auto-tune. So I still have to kind of mix it and do everything on the RC505 and then do this video after I do the loop. And I don't like that necessarily. The reason I don't like that is because I love live content. You know, I'm an opera singer, I'm an actor, I trained improv, I did all of this shit live. Live. That's my zone. That's what I'm used to. So not being able to do the video and video stuff live kills me a little bit. It's a stupid thing, but it fucking kills me. So for 5 years, I still haven't found a good solution. For a while, I thought if I had an audio PC where I feed some of the auto tune into like a bus and then send that into the RC505. But fuck me, man, for whatever the reason, the preamps, the sends are so fucking garbage through a DAW, and I do not for the life of me understand why. And then auto-tune, like generic auto-tune is bad. Like you do kind of want to tweak the parameters a little bit. So yeah, and I mean, I also like I performed in New York. I was the lead in an award-winning play that we did a lot of runs of. I was performing all over the place before conservatory, because I was like the only tenor in my small little town who is like had any level of seriousness. So like I was always the person who got the phone call. You know, I was on the improv team. We competed and we like, you know what I mean? And all that shit. Like it's the difference, like, and this is what I'm getting at, like define, like the difference that makes is insane. Right? Yeah. Well, that's fine too. Like, you know, those are still with the improv and the thing like it gets you to a point where you're almost uncomfortable doing the recordings. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you do audio, you're like, fuck, this is weird. Because it's not the same at all. So it's a different headspace. So to go from that to this just feels like a bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dee da dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dee da ba da ba da 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 dum, like a bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dee da dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dee. Like a bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum dum da dee da dee da dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dum dum. Like a bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum dum da dee da dee da dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dum dum. A bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum dum da dee da dee da dum dum dee dum 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 da dee da dum dum. And all of a sudden when I'm doing that, every single mistake, or I should even say imperfection, comes through. Maybe I can EQ it live. Maybe. You know, EQ it. Each part. Pan it. I can do that. But the second it's a little bit out of time, and if I add a metronome to it, because the way it works is that it's instant replay. That's where the file is generated from. So if I do a count in, now I'm in time, but it's not live. And I think what I've come to accept is this is pretty fucking fast. This is a very fast way to make a music video. And by the way, I also have it, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. So I have, like to the right of my head, I have it, and I have a vertical version of this OBS. So it's the same thing, right? And I have the vertical version, a bit of a chore. A bit of a chure. Dum 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 dum. Where is it? Is it not synced? Okay. Yeah, never mind. It's synced after this. So after it's recorded, it kind of does its thing. Let's I'll show you guys what that is in a second. A bit of a chore. Dum dum dee dum 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 dee dum dum dee dum 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 dee dum. Yeah, so on the vertical end of things, like the replays come back a certain way. So I get 16 by 9 and 9 by 16 content with one take. So that's what I love about that. Discord battles feel so hard to get into. I got more stage fright from Discord than I do in the actual stage. I can see that. Because, like, these are randos online. You look at the chat channel and you're like, how much of these people are fucking assholes? How to cure boredom in 60 seconds or less. Discord? Oh, this one? Yeah. This is my shit. I love it. I love it because here's first of all, I do just legitimately love tinkering with things, and I've always liked that. And classical music, there's a limited benefit to doing that. There's a limited benefit to doing that with your career. I always have available for me an outlet where I just like to fuck with things. Right? Like sometimes when you have a thing, there's no room to fuck with. Like you've done it, right? Like there's not much to fuck with. There's not many ways to hit a higher note in opera. There's variance, there's decisions to be made, there's artistic integrity, but there are only so many things you can do that project over an orchestra, right? Like there's a way to do that, or two or three. So the discipline is about doing exactly that. And, you know, it's just, it doesn't lend itself to the same kind of tomfoolery as audio video shit. And if you're in a traditional media space, that also has a way to do that. There's the Adobe, you know, package, and, you know, they film it this way and they do lighting this way. The AV stuff here I can fuck with. I can write Python scripts. I can just, it's my mental playground. I never had that outlet. And it actually created a lot of problems with my music making, because I would go on these different tangents of skill sets that I just intellectually had a thirst for. So doing it this way is really cool. So I've been singing my whole life. I've been classically trained. I'm not going to win any awards for singing opera. I'm just not. I am so far away from being the best opera singer in the world. But I think where I can have a unique, really standout offering personally, and I'm sorry to just maybe get into ego talking a little bit, but name me someone who can sing opera, who has audio video chops, and who can make these music videos using opera. I don't know anybody. That's such a weird, specific thing. But no one else can do it. Yet. Not the same way I can. So that's what I really... the last 5 years, I love doing reacts. I love that people love music, and I love that people love music with me. That's a blessing. No complaints about that. The last 5 years, I've wanted to make a music video channel. That's what I've wanted to do. And I can do it now. Because shorts, because of this whole thing that I do with the video and how fast it is, because of the RC505, how clean it is. It would be nice if levels and auto-tune could be applied a little bit more meticulously, but, you know, doesn't always work that way, so. But yeah, so I've been struggling because I'm like, okay, I need to do these React streams because people love them. And I love that people love them. I've built a relationship with people through that content. And it's meaningful. I used to think React content was insipid, derivative, and unethical. I couldn't have been more against it. Then I started doing it with commentary, and I got it. They're looking for a parasocial relationship. They're looking to experience the joy that they feel towards an artist with another person. I couldn't even find that in conservatory. I was talking about music with another musician in conservatory. She called me a nerd and walked away. I was like, why are you here? You know you don't just walk out of conservatory getting a job, right? You know that, right? Now, she switched to being a doctor after she realized that, so good for her. I'm glad she realized that before graduating. And I'm sure she's doing fine. She's a smart lady, but yeah, anyway. So I get it, the appeal, for sure. Been singing for 4 years now, still not ready for big performances since I'm a perfectionist. I still don't think I'm ready to give big live performances. You're never going to be ready to give big live performances if you're not ready to do small live performances. There is a point where actually you don't, and a lot of artists talk about this. There's a certain number of people where it's like you just lose it. It's like for me, like when you perform in front of 2,000 people, it might as well be 10,000, might as well be 30,000. There becomes a point of scale where it's like you can't actually mentally process it, and so it's just kind of the same big ass crowd. I highly suggest streaming everything. That, or, and this is totally valid, listen, Glenn Gould, one of the best pianists to ever fucking live, stopped performing live. He said, I don't like it. Because he couldn't fuck with things. And he was also heavily on the spectrum. But like Glenn Gould was one of the first classical musicians to go all in on recording. And that's valid. If you're a perfectionist and you really love fucking with things, doing audiovisual production might be your shit, right? If going live, even on social media, or going live at an open mic, if that terrifies the shit out of you and you're not willing to work through that anxiety, which is very difficult, it's very hard, you will be anxious. Like, I would hyperventilate before I would perform when I was out of practice of performing. Fuck, I'm not shitting you. I'd hyperventilate. It was so fucking anxiety producing. But after a while, you get used to it. So that's my 2 cents. But if you don't want to do that, totally understandable, by the way. Like, I don't promote emotional abuse as being a moral, statement. So AV stuff is really nice, really fun, and liberating in a lot of ways. But definitely that's one of those things where you can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Like, I've released a lot of music videos where I'm like, God, this is so bad musically, but it's like a meme. It's like a fucking 5-second meme. Like, so it's relative, but definitely if you ever plan on getting in front of people, do it live. Go live on the internet. Find an open mic night, Maybe like on a Tuesday where like 2 people perform. Like, what's stronger, your desire to perform or your desire for perfection? I'm gonna reframe that question as to what motivates me. What motivates me is improvement. That's it. That's like literally why I do anything. I just happen to be a singer. At this point, I singing is what I'm best at. I'm at a point that if I did something else, like I did video games or anything like that, it would just take me so long to get to the skill level I am at with singing. Improving from where I am now is a different challenge than improving was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Oh, Bruno. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that because that's more interesting. That's a more pertinent question. Perfection is a myth. Yeah, Bruno, I'm very interested in what your answer to Defiance question was, because I think that's, if you want one thing, then like you got to do that thing. And if we can help you in any way, shape, or form, with encouragement or emotional validation or whatever, because if you want to do it and you've been 4 years invested, that's real, man. 4 years invested is a long time. So that's an emotional investment for sure. So, let me know if we're stepping a little too hard on you, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say you can do it. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, you just gotta get used to people leaving the room, to be honest with you. I did like a stupid bar competition show, and it's one of the most informative things. Like, I was up against a lot of people who were not as good technically as singing, but you're just not. God damn, you could be so good, and it just doesn't fucking matter. It just doesn't. And people like, oh, I don't know. I think I blame Simon Cowell. Everybody thinks they have like some valid opinion about singing. This is a recent comment I fucking read of a guy who is like, I can't believe you glossed over the fact that Mariah Carey's vowels here are so jacked and that it's unhealthy technique. And why would you promote that kind of nonsense? First of all, they're wrong. The timestamp that they pointed out was wrong and inconsequential. So they're wrong. But even if they were right, really, 5 seconds in a 11-minute video about Mariah Carey's technique, 5 seconds, that's going to kill the whole thing for you. Like, you can't stop people from being like that. They're going to be assholes. So, but I think what helps is to have that encouragement behind you. So on there, I'll get the fucking pom-poms. I'll write Bruno on it. I'm going to shimmy those around. Ah! Defiant. That's so true. That's so true. Dude, I do throat bass and people lose their fucking mind if they haven't heard it before. This is true, it is. Like, those hi-hats are so not clean. But if I do that in a grocery store, everyone's like, oh my god. Oh my god, you're so talented. Have you ever been on America's Got Talent? Have you ever auditioned for that? You should be on that. They make that face, by the way. That is the face they make. That's funny. I have yet to meet a trumpet player. Like, I think that's why everybody should play the trumpet. Like, for a while, there was a push to have, like, therapists in elementary school and shit like that, make people fucking aware of their own emotions. Trumpet is a nice, cheap alternative. Yeah, fucking, yeah. When you have a good trumpet player, though, holy shit, the tone is so different. It's crazy what people can get out of that fucking giant horn of a thing. I mean, it's a fucking horn. It's not subtle. Giant brass fucking horn. Someone made that and thought it sounded like a good idea. And then some crazy assholes came along, heard that instrument, and then they too thought it was a good idea. And then some decades down the line, then it actually became a good idea. Tuba is like that too. I have yet to meet a normal person who plays the tuba. All of them do so many drugs. Tuba players are not your normal kind of breed of people. Most people are not going to notice it. I'm going to put this shit up on because I think it's safe now enough to. Whoa, Jesus Christ! Because now I think people don't actually know what they're looking at, and we're just talking with chat. Why is it? It seems like it's cut off. Oh my god, this is so behind, it's ridiculous. That's bad. Honestly, I'd be better off doing a screen cap. That's how you know it's bad. Or display cap. Just a chat. And we'll get this bit. Just bring this up a little bit. It's not very legible, but better than the alternative. Can I adjust the text size? Trigger warning on the banned filtered words. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. There's a difference between performing and practicing, and it's really hard to differentiate the two. I feel like you have to practice in such a way where you only do commentary after the fact. That's the only way I've found to kind of bridge that gap, because it's really hard. Do you know your voice type? Not that it particularly matters, but because that could also mean that shit's just gonna take time as well. Like everyone told me like, oh, you're a tenor, you'll take a long time in the oven, and I was like, I don't have the fucking time. I gotta make money off of this thing or I'm fucked. Still needed the time. Now I can hit B flat. Couldn't like 5 years ago. I don't know. All right. All right. I think that this was really, really, really successful. Basically, anything I needed to test works. So, I'm really happy with this. This is a great stream. I thought Murphy was going to come in and fucking drop kick me. Say baritone. Honestly, it sounds like you're just not. It sounds like you just need to work on your technique, and that will inform you. here's the thing, like professionally, I probably wouldn't have been able to audition for a lot of tenor shit, like the soloist shit, until like just recently. So professionally, the only thing I would have been able to do would have been a baritone, but then I would hit a ceiling because I don't have a baritone. Like the timbre isn't like that, and it's fucking shitty because it's like literally one whole step difference between the two. And I've heard bass baritones who can hit the craziest high notes, so don't worry too much about the voice type. Work on the range, but yeah. But if you're a male singer, it'll take time, regardless. It doesn't, and I think the reason why it's a conversation starter, right? I can't give you any specific advice other than, oh, okay, you're a male voice who's not super low in the basement. It's going to take some time. It's a conversation starter, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to call it for this stream. Let me look at the numbers real quick. I honestly think that everything other than Twitch just died out in terms of viewership, which actually makes sense, to be honest with you. Because Twitch is such a unique platform in that way. Where is the current viewership? Stream's not done. Why is it giving me? Why is it giving me a post breakdown? There we go. Giving me stats. Yeah, everything other than Twitch died off. Twitch is crazy, man. It's a crazy platform. It's really cool. Yeah, I was gonna say D1. Jesus Christ. Huh? C2 is low C. Like. Yeah. Yeah, the fucking that bridge from like G sharp to A natural and A natural to B flat, and it just gets harder and harder as you go as you get higher. And even like just talking and using my voice in this capacity, like if I had to sing an aria, I'd be so fucked right now. Let me treat. Un'aura amorosa del nostro tesoro, un dolce ristoro al cor porgerà. Not bad. Am I flat? A little bit. Oops. Un'aura amorosa del nostro tesoro. This bitch. porgerà. Fuck that. I fucking hate that aria. But it is the ultimate test to see where I'm at. Hit E2 comfortably with vibrato, but D2 gets shaky. Dude, I don't even know how low my throat bass goes. I guess that's chest bass, though. That's not throat bass. Yeah, I don't know. I don't practice enough. Need to bust out my scales. Yeah. Yeah, it's its own thing. Makes me respect codfish a lot more. I walk a lonely, lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Like, his switches are really clean between singing and his throat bass. It's like really good. Ristono al corpo leggera. Yeah. It's nuts. And it's also one of those things, like, you don't realize how hard it is until you try to do it. You know what I mean? Oh, that. When dolce stono al corpo leggera, al cor che nutrito da speme d'amore. Ah, fuck, I have so many bad habits from that aria. I've been recently working on this thing like I grew up in my vocal teaching where like I was like told basically to push my tongue forward. Not that anyone said it specifically, but to get the results that the teacher was asking for, that's what I had to do. So like I was forcing the heel of my tongue was put too far forward. Like it was like this instead of like this, which is weird to kind of compare. Okay. Una amorosa. Like that's where I'm trying to get it now versus una. That's where I was before. And then I was like, oh my god, why do I have trouble transitioning? Well, that would be why. I had to work on my breath and all this other shit. It's fucking shitty. Arias are hard. Opera's difficult. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't. Soprano, just because of the tone, I guess. But I really wouldn't. And arguing Fach would be, and I see this all the time, well, what kind of soprano is she? Is she a lyric? I don't know. She's kind of like a contralto. Like, that's just so fucking insipid. It barely works in opera, the fucking Fach nonsense. It's not based on anything, by the way. It was developed as a way to do, like, basically casting calls in a German system. There's no science behind voice type. That does not exist. There are people who have done, like Richard Miller has done very, very specific books for tenors, and that's based on some, you know, acoustics and, you know, other things. But that's one genre. of very hyper-specific aesthetics. He also, by the way, said, Richard Miller said, Tenorinos should not bother pursuing opera. Fucking Juan Diego Flores is, well, was the most popular opera singer alive. Tenorino. Lawrence Brownlee, Tenorino. So, you know, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really classify her just because I think people would lose their fucking minds. I would just say like she's a soprano with really good technique, and I call her a soprano because I think the timbre makes sense that way, and that's my logic there. I'm much more interested in the specifics of what she does because I think that's a lot more interesting. This is a better shot. I don't know why I had it far to the right like this. Stupid. There's got to be a way to do chat better for Restream. Having a display capture is like the worst possible solution to this problem. Can I pop chat out? Let's see. Could be a web source. Browser source. And why are the dimensions so fucking weird? That's like illegible. And no one else is coming up too. Fucking stupid. I don't know. I don't know how to put chat up. I'll figure it out another way. That's a different thing to fix. Um that works, actually. That works. Do window capture. I like chat insanely big. I don't understand how other creators have it so fucking small. Like, can they read that? I don't think they read that. It's like that. Like down here or something. Yeah, never mind. It's also not updating. It's just not updating, like, whatever. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just catching up now. Also, if you classify Mariah, would you do that? Her live, she's amazing, but in rehearsal, it's angelic. Yeah. And hold consistent first pitch, octave pitches with lip roll. Yeah. Of a range of A1 and a high note of D6 to be. Yeah, that's an outstanding vocal range. Yeah. Yeah, if you can sing in it comfortably, that's a very big asterisk. Yeah, fucking everyone goes Tarzan and posts on Reddit. Ah, got it. Got it. Do you have a high C? Because I do. Ah, I've totally done that. My undergraduate was like all that. That's what I'm using. That's what I'm using. That's just not working. That's the last message that was updated, and it's not. I have to refresh it if I want to as a browser source. I do have a chat box that works really well. It's a doc in OBS. That's what I've been reading off of. That's really nice, but I don't know how to stream just that. So, you know, but for the most part, everyone who comments is Twitch. So, you know, yeah. It just sucks because like anyone on YouTube just doesn't see what's going on. So, I'll see now it updates. I don't get it. I have no idea what's going on here. I'll launch this one as well. Can I launch two? No reason I shouldn't be able to launch two. I can do a whistle, but that should really count since should that really count? I think it counts. I think at a certain point, in order to hit these extremes, you need extended technique. Yeah. I can't whistle worth a fuck. Anyway, alright. I'm a little tuckered out. This is hype though. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna kill it. Everything worked really well. So we'll set up for tomorrow. Or we do I think we'll do a practice stream tomorrow. In your Restream thing, if you go to the actual browser, go to chat, click chat overlay. That's what I've been using as a browser source. I've been using that, and it seems to not update. And I don't know how to change. Let me see if I have. That might be better. Okay, let me see if this works. Let's try this. This might work better. I was using a browser source. and that was like working okay-ish. I know Shroud has like a just chatting where yeah, see this I could do. Like this is cool. I'll make a thing real quick, like a just chat scene real quick, because usually what people do is they'll have their like head framed a little bit different. And so they'll give like the kind of the they'll do like this, like a classic, just like their head or something like that, and then they'll put it almost like a game. Like they'll have it kind of where they have a game, and then they'll have chat over here. There's actually some really cool ones. Let me do some free stream overlays. Man, I just think overlays are so not like the point of streaming. But I do got to admit they're kind of slick when you have them. Um, um, I just want the just chat ones though. Like, what does Shroud do for his chat? For it's like I think it is kind of like what I'm doing here, but it's like his own box. Destiny just doesn't even have a fucking overlay. That guy just doesn't give a fuck. It's great. Like I did have it like this. It'd be cool if I could do a gradient, but even with a higher bitrate, gradients don't usually work out too well. I could try something like this. Like a waveform visualizer. Let me add a new one just so I don't fuck with it. Let's see, waveform visualizer. Which one is this? Is this going to audio media source? Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that. I'll just make a new one that says chat. Chat. Already used from fucking media? What? This will be from audio input capture. Doobie-doo. Where's mic? There we go, mic aux. And then transform 90 degrees. Do it like that, and then I'll put it below chat, and then I'll make that black. The color. That way there's actually like maybe something that's interesting. I don't know. So if I do this, like, I think that's weird though, right? It's just fucking weird. It's distracting. There's no point in it being there. When I was a teenager, I hated my voice, but it was good at singing, so I just focused on range because I knew nothing else. Yeah. Have a go, and I'll send you the recording of a cover I use in my limb stream. Most of my performances, so that works. Yeah, voice changes like crazy. Around their webcam? For just chatting though? Really? Like I was doing this thing. Like this thing is fun. I could do like a duplicate. It's just, it's so extra. Just kind of why I like it, actually. Like this is so fucking unnecessary. Yeah, because you have the audio waveform here. I like that. I think that's fun. For chat though, because the thing is with chat, it's like you have to make way for chat. You know what I mean? Like this scene is about chatting. It's not about my voice having a cool fucking visualizer. I like the black though, because it's like when I do talk, actually chat highlights a little bit more. And if I could make it a little bit more subtle, I wouldn't mind it. Just adds like a little bit of a thing. Let's try that. Is that gonna work? No. Does that actually help when it's lower? There we go. Yeah, it helps when it's lower. Okay, let's do 150. There we go. Because then as I talk, now this kind of wave thing happens, but it also highlights chat. I'm not crazy, right? This looks okay? I wish I had like a nice gradient. I could also like lower the opacity of the chat wave. Make it a little bit more subtle. Here's me fucking around with shit. Again. Yeah. So that way it's like a little bit grayed out. I wonder if I could do this. I see also the chat browser is like fucking super late on everything. Like the updates are, maybe that's a setting I can fuck with. I don't know. Yeah, I like it with the full black. It actually is less noticeable, which makes sense color theory wise, to have it be just full black. Because then, like, yeah, there we go. And then I talk, but it highlights chat in a way. I like that. I think what I can do that's a little bit of a gradient would be this. I have a PNG file that I can use. Is that it? That is not it. Yeah, I think I got rid of it. I'm having trouble seeing what you're getting. Have a gradient behind it. Have a webcam border. Middle of the screen. But if you're doing a gradient, I don't think the border makes sense. I don't like the dimensions of this though. Why is it so fucking weird? Height is weird. How about that? Is that gonna work? That's a little bit better. Still weird. I'll do 1,000. And that way I can bring it in a little bit closer. I'm just spitballing. No, I know. Yeah, it's just it helps a lot actually to spitball that, but now it's like now it's too vertical. I'm gonna bring that the wave thing a little bit back. So, oops. Yeah, like right there. Something like that. No, I just liked it when it was a little bit more when the width was chunkier. No. I do like this. It's just like, why is it cut off right there? You know what I mean? Like, why? The top and the bottom is cut off. Like, Bruno just said perfect and it's not showing up. Like, I don't know what it is. No, I can't. I can't, like, bring it down more. And I looked at the chat overlay settings. There's a compact mode, but like I'm wondering if it's because the dimensions are not native. But it doesn't give dimensions in the preview. But and if I fuck with the dimensions, it doesn't seem to matter. Like you'd imagine if I adjusted the width, that then I could see what you're saying, but that doesn't seem to be working that way. But if I do this, God, the timestamps are really weird. That I'm gonna fucking just knock. Who the fuck cares about the timestamps? I mean, I can bring it down there, but then again, it's like it doesn't refresh very quickly. So like people don't fucking know what I'm responding to. Oh, it says overflow hidden. Margin. Let's try this. Huh. Turns out when you fuck with HTML, it doesn't always go well. It's like, welcome to computers. Oh, you changed one little bracket? One little bracket? I don't know what the fuck any of this is. I've never seen it before. I'm a computer. That's why when people are like, oh my god, AI is going to take over, I'm like, it's going to take a little bit. Computers are pretty fucking dumb, not gonna lie. You fucking put a semicolon in code, it could be perfect code for 3,000 pages. You put one fucking comma in there, and the computer's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What the fuck is this? I've run this shit 98 times flawlessly with this code before. But I don't know what changed. You tell me. I didn't change this shit. I ran it. It's a comma. And whose fault is that? Human. Let's see. So that's with no CSS. Fortnite Blue, Jesus Christ. Yeah. There's an app you can download. That's interesting. And it has a time stop on top. Yes, AI is phenomenally powerful. It's a very powerful tool, and I think it's very exciting. Skynet's not here yet. That's all. I kind of want it to be a bigger scale, though. Oh, you know what? That might be why. I think I got it. I think I understand why. I think because my scale was so large, that it got cut off. That's what she said. Let's see if that does it. Oh, now it's top down. I actually kind of like that. Instead of bottom up, it's top down. Yeah, that's cool. I think I like that more. I know that's not common, but to me that makes more sense. SNL rehearsal of Mariah. I'll do more Mariah. I owe my Black Gospel audience a fuck ton of content. I owe them that because they're Mariah and the sort of the Black R&B gospel audience like make the channel possible. Period. Overwhelmingly. You know, I've said it multiple times on this channel. People who do beatbox content are basically philanthropists, and then the community shits on them. So good luck with that. I think beatbox will be held back by almost a decade because of the way community interacts with content creators. And I wish I were exaggerating. I think that's unfortunately the case. Like, look at the hiatus that Shazam took. I think it's getting way better because I think what's happening is that as people are getting older, more people are trying it and they're like, oh, fuck, this is hard. You know? Like, it's easy to talk shit when you don't know. Because, like, I got, like, how many people have left a comment like, oh my God, your edits are cringe or whatever. And they're not wrong. But I remember when I was doing stuff with Eclipse still, there were moments where I was like, yeah, I fucked with the saturation. He was like, I wonder when you were going to do that. I was like, I know how saturation works. But it's like a thing on my giant ass list of workflow. So when I say that I'm applying saturation, what I actually mean is that I have saturation bound to a hotkey. And I put that into an intricate series of hotkeys that I use in GIMP to crop the image, put an outline on it, put a small black outline on it, then a white outline in it, and then I drop just a drop shadow light behind because I do another 1 pixel thing, white, but I change it to black, and then a Gaussian blur it. And now I just want to tweak the saturation. So I added a button. OBS, every single scene, every fucking color correction, every camera, every light. And someone's like, well, saturation, gotcha. I'm like, yeah, Jesus, like, you got me. Like, and I don't mean, I'm not trying to shit on him. It's not unique to him. I used to do it too. I think it's a very common thing for, it's Dunning-Kruger. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's all it is. Even if they could tell you how to do it better, they don't put it in context. So, Rotterdam concert. Yeah, man, I wish I could finish that. I think I'm just gonna prepare the stuff in advance and just like it's just too It's so, what I want to do is I want to move on from optimizing React content because I've just spent so many years doing it. And it's hit this giant point of diminishing returns where I actually think I'm hurting my audience by fucking with it constantly because I'm not posting consistently. And I break promises of when I'm going to do live streams and all that shit because I'm constantly fucking with it. Whereas if I just do it like twice a week, like one of my mentors does it twice a week for 2 hours at a time. And he releases plenty of videos a week, like plenty. And I can release more than him because of all the automation that I have. So I think that's what I'm gonna kind of move on to doing. I'm gonna do Sunday for the Black Gospel R&B crowd. I was just gonna call it like Because It's Sunday live stream. I have it all set up. I was gonna do it tonight, but someone booked a voice lesson, which was such a financial reprieve that I've been like, I've felt tired the last few days because like I was so ready to just pump out videos and I was tired and all these other things. And someone brought a lesson like, God damn it, nice, I can have a weekend. like, you know, my wife wishes I still worked, but through those 2 days. And I was just doing behind the scenes shit. Actually, to do it for this seriously for any amount of time. Yeah. And on the flip side, I want to shit on people who are like, oh my God, it's so hard. Being a content creator is a small business. Having a small business is hard by nature. It just is. I would say that in most cases, a smaller business is harder than a 9-to-5. I feel comfortable saying that in most cases. Doing a small business on YouTube, who's out here taking a loan, a business loan for a fucking DSLR camera? Who's out here doing that? This isn't a restaurant. The highest failure rate of any business, small business, is a restaurant. 9 out of 10 businesses go down first year. An egregious, that ratio is insane for a restaurant. COVID hit. My colleagues who do opera singing full time as contractors, that's a small business. Their contracts with the Met and with all of the other venues that were going to have them got canceled. It's not like the Met caused COVID, so they're not going to pay people. Being a YouTuber is difficult in that being a small business owner is difficult. But being a YouTuber and not being an idiot about it, that's the thing also, because people are like, oh my God, I stayed up all night making this video. I'm like, bro, let me just give a suggestion. The video that you just spent 17 hours editing, maybe you should give less of a fuck about your jump cuts. People are so stupid when it comes, like, this is why I'm so glad I'm an artist with experience. And like, I feel comfortable being like, the saturation's not there. It's just not. It's like, it's not going to be there until I find a way to apply it in an elegant way in my workflow. You know, like so many people, they'll open up a video editor and they'll never think, how can I streamline it? They're always like fucking tweaking it. Like when I was in Devin Nash's Discord and all the other creators were like, you know, they were fucking tinkering around, fucking with the opacity, color correction and this shit. And they would like crank it up like a percentage and down a percentage. And at some point you got to say, does anyone give a fuck between 98 opacity and 99 opacity on the outline of your thumbnail template? Why are you working on that? So I think people make it harder than it is. I think it's difficult, but I think any small business is difficult. And I think of small businesses, this is the easiest one I've ever heard of. So yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. I've made, God, yeah, no, I've made fucking the product, because the 5 years on the 5 years I've spent on music video production has also translated to my shit on and like React content and stuff like that. And then really what it's about there is like what I didn't do before is I didn't have like different scenes. Like this is if I want to have Ableton for analysis in the background. This is for, you know, music reviews and like listening to singers who need help. This is my, you know, before and after, right? This is my anatomy thing where I have my anatomy software I put on my site. Like all of these things are value add much more than like jump cuts. Fucking jump cuts. So I shouldn't refresh every time this is open. I think that's a mistake. Anyway. Welcome back, Tink. Sorry, we were on a tirade. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. The whole like creator thing is, running a business is difficult. That's it. That's what it is. And everyone thinks like, I was, when, you know, the content was having a lull in its profitability, I went and I got a job as a dishwasher. So I did that. And it was a vegan restaurant and everybody was talking shit. Everybody. Well, you only pay the chef $17 an hour. No wonder why you can't get more people. I hate this job. You should pay me more. Ideally, those people were very talented coworkers. Ideally, you do pay them a lot. But that business almost went under a year ago. And a lot of people were making fun of the business owners for having anxiety. Like the guy would come in, the half of the owner would come in and you'd be like really anxious and you'd feel that. And, you know, you'd be like, fucking don't put that on me. But like a year ago, they almost lost everything. And the only reason they didn't is they took out a loan to build a takeout window. They smashed the walls. They added an awning. They added that fucking takeout box where you can't understand a fucking word someone's saying. They installed insulation. They put a window on it. They had to get another register. A few grand on the hope that a takeout window will save the business. Well, it worked. So yeah, they're fucking anxious. And no, they probably won't increase your pay. Now, they could do something like this. It was a sandwich shop. So what they could have done was they could have done a special. They had this ciabatta bread, and you buy whatever you're going to buy in bulk because it's cheaper. So what they could have done is they could have, for like a limited time only, gotten a foot long instead of whatever the ordinary length was. They like double it. And so each piece of bread is maybe 50 cents, but you charge double. Or like, and like maybe not, maybe time and 3/4, right? So $1 sandwich becomes $1.75 foot long. And then if people are paying for that, then you can increase the compensation of your staff. And they could have done that, and they probably should have set that up and tried that. But that's going back to saturation. Bet they were doing a lot of shit. It's just like, I don't know, people don't fucking, it's weird. It's like, you have to do it. You have to run a small business. I think everyone should do it. Because like, the criticisms are uninformed. Like crazy. Anyway, that's my spiel on that. God, I said I was going to get off like 45 minutes ago. I actually have to go. I'm fucking tired, but I'm so glad y'all stayed here and chatted with me. Appreciate that. That's incredible that y'all fucking, stayed and hung out. That's incredible to me. I appreciate that. Found a way to run the audio issues with Ableton. A wireless headset that I can use for everything other than Ableton while my studio headphones are plugged into an interface. Yo, can you show me that tomorrow? Oh no, God, I hate this 8-bit thing. Oh Jesus, my eyes are bleeding. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, good night, Bruno. I kind of like it actually. I we'll go in, we'll do, and we can do this on Twitch where we can't do it on YouTube. We'll do one of those react like viewer react things when I hit affiliate on Twitch, so that people can use affiliate or like channel points instead of always having to pay. Because I think like people paying for it is fine, but there are so many ways that people add value to a community and a channel. And my own energy. This crowd right here that we've been talking about, I should have stopped at 1:30. I went on to 3:20 because I love talking to y'all. Imagine a world where now 50 people come in and they're all paying for requests, and you guys just don't, like, you're fucked. Like, every contribution, every hangout we've ever done doesn't matter because you're not paying the same amount as the other people did. Fastest way to destroy a community ever. So channel points is I think a way to kind of keep this legit. And yeah, anyway, we'll figure it out once I get affiliate, which is like should have happened a while ago. But anyway, all right, totals. Bye.